I'm trying to remember, like 1980. I want to say end of '81, beginning of '82. My mother moved in Forest, and moving in Forest Projects. We moved here because my aunt Chessie, on my step-pop's side, she lived in 750. So we was always coming over here before we even moved in Forest. And I was telling myself I need to just get used to some of these guys because I'm going to be living with these guys anyway, going to school with them and all that. This building here, 1000 Trinity Ave. So who do I know in this building? My man Anthony Crespo, rest in peace, Tone Montana. Tone was a quiet guy, him and his brother Andrew, Drew. My boy DJ Supreme, DJ Hutch, and can't forget the brother Fat Joe. Yeah, Joey. We used to call him Joey. He always want to hang around us. I don't like bringing it up, but it is what it is. It's our past. You know what I mean? And some, gotcha. And some dudes, man, out of John Adams was acting up with me. Had to put that pain on him. Joey was there. Mainly it was Tone, though. Tone Montana supplied everything that I needed to take care of what I needed to take care of with them bozos. Joey just happened to be along with us and shit. You know, I think that was the worst 5 years of my life that I spent in prison behind shooting some people that pulled out a gun on me. Because you know the rule, but that's what it came with, man. That's exactly what it came with. But yeah, this is the building right here. A lot of history in this building, man, 1000. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the brothers that I grew up with out of this building. You know, and my man Mark. I believe Mark Sweet from this building too. Yeah, Mark Sweet from this building. You know? He was definitely part of everything that was going on.
I noticed that a lot of people appreciated the music that I was playing because a lot of times that, you know, even when I wasn't playing music and I went to the store, they was like, Hutch, we need you to bring out some music today. You know, you need us to make us happy today. And I was like, okay, this is what I need to do. And it was making me happy because it was like beyond popular demand. We need you to play this music for us. It kept a lot of people out of trouble. This music kept a lot of, and that's all it was. I love to see people dancing, and to the day I still love to see people dancing.
So, with that being said, who inspired you to want to play music and move the crowd?
Well, what's that building, 765? On the top of the hill?
Yeah.
There was a brother by the name of Carl Austin who used to always bring me and my brother to his house. And he had 2 turntables set up, and he used to say to me, you got to do it faster. You got to cut that record faster. You got to do it better. You got to do better than that. And I remember Carl to this day. Carl was always good to me and my brother. And then we grew up, and then we was hanging out with guys like Grandmaster Flash, hanging out with Theodore, and one of my other mentors, Pete DJ Jones, man, he rest in peace. He was always having me play for him, even when I was so young, when a club owner would have got shut down for having me playing music in his club as a minor. I mean, it was just the love that, you know, people were showing me. I used to love to see people dance. And don't get it wrong, we were Century 5 gangbang, and that gangbang meant a lot to us.
So let me ask you this. When you hear these names, like Funky Man, DJ Swan, Tricky Vic, Chris and Greg, DJ Supreme, DJ Hutch, Master Rob, Showbiz, Diamond D, Law Finesse, and Mike Smooth, and Fat Joe, what comes to mind, and how does it make you feel?
Pioneers. I take my hat off to them. I salute to them. If I could see them right now, I'd give them a hug. I'll take my hat off and be like, Lee, you the best. You're the best. And I'm glad that I could see that I was an influence on a lot of people. Me and I would say my brother too, was an influence on a lot of these gentlemen. They did their thing. They came up after me. My intention was to make people dance, but they took it to another level. They took it to other levels. I mean, like, I can't even say, can I borrow something, can I hold something? But I don't need it. I'm just happy that they're doing good. I'm very grateful.
But are you grateful?
I'm truly
then that's
grateful.
all that matters.
So see, you know what? That leads to the next question. Who was more competitive at becoming great at their craft? You or your brother, DJ Supreme?
Uh-oh.
Woo.
That's a tough one.
Woo.
Ain't a tough
Tell
one.
the truth.
Ain't a tough one.
Tell the truth.
I mean, my brother did a lot of things, and I was always on the side doing sound, but I'm the teacher.
Let me call him.
Real talk, baby. Real talk.
Wait a minute. Let me call him.
Oh, so let me ask you
Let
this.
me
Hutch,
call
let me ask you this. Because you
Somebody
and
get Supreme on the
hold
phone.
on, hold fast. Because you and Fat Joe lived in the same building, 1000 Trinity Ave. Did you see his potentials, and did you expect him to be that good as he is right now?
Oh, I saw that he was doing his thing. He loved music, and he loved to be around a microphone. But I did not realize that he had that much potential. I did not realize that.
So now I want to take you on. You want to switch lanes right here. Do you know that the Willie Lynch syndrome still exists today, September 6, 2020? It's a yes or no question.
I'm not playing with that Willie Lynch shit.
So you know about the Willie
Yes.
Lynch? Okay, thank you. Right? How do you feel about your community today? I guess what I mean is the youth are constantly killing one another over meaningless things. Hold fast. Did that exist when you was growing up living in Godsville?
Nope.
No, they did not exist.
Nope.
It did not exist because a lot of times there was arguments and there was a little street fight, you get it on, and we shake hands and stuff like that. But now you just pulling out guns and shooting each other. That's a no good. Listen, I lost my son to a gun. My oldest son. They used to live right here
Right.
in Trinity Avenue, and he was shot and murdered.
It's very different present day because present day, okay, back in the days, in the 80s and the 90s, everybody that's here, we all grew up together, sandbox niggas. You understand? Back in the days, we used our motherfucking hands. We didn't use no guns because we didn't need guns because our hands worked. You understand? And we would beat your ass and smoke a blunt and drink a St. Ives 40 with you after the fight. These young kids do not understand. Back in the 80s and the 90s, they would have never made it because they would have got murdered. You understand? So for them to be pulling out guns and things like that these days, it has to be another way. Situations don't always end up in gun violence. You don't need that.
You don't require
You understand?
that.
Especially when you got your mouth.
Yeah.
You know, most of these motherfuckers got mouths.
Yes.
They run their mouth, but you never seen them use their hands.
Exactly.
You understand? We put that work in already. We ain't got to do that present day. What we need to do is teach the next one. Because half of these kids present day won't be here for the sequel.
That's right.
Because of their mouth.
Yeah.
You won't be for the sequel.
So this leads me to the next question, because she made a valid point. Listen to this question. When you notice young brothers from Forest Projects, McKinley Projects, Albert Goodman, and Woodstock
We got along.
obtain the lessons of the 5% nation and get knowledge of self, did you notice a change in these projects?
It was a change for me.
It was a change. I seen a lot of brothers, get themselves together and get their lives together. I seen a lot of brothers, get themselves together and, move into the service, go to the service, seek other careers besides sitting
all
on
partook in the
instead of
5%
sitting on the
nation.
corner,
We all was a part.
drinking a beer, and doing nonsense. A lot of brothers have, once they became knowledge of themselves, they thought outside of the box and they got their life together.
So my next question was, did you embrace what you saw? So you basically answered that question for me.
So,
So what I want to say to you is, I appreciate all that you have done for Forest Projects, you and your brother DJ Supreme. But I want you to take me on the tour of when you used to play music, because music is always for blacks and Latinos. It's a universal soundtrack for our soul. I'm gonna say that again. It's a universal soundtrack for our soul. So I know,
Music
look,
usually unites.
I know if Chris and Greg from my building on the 9th floor wasn't playing music, and Showbiz wasn't playing music, Diamond wasn't coming out, I can always count on you and Preem. Right here.
Right here.
Right here.
Right
here.
Here.
I mean,
Right here.
Right here.
And
Like
the
literally
crowd
right
goes
there.
Right here.
wild right here.
Right there.
Yes, sir.